Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about soup again. Yes, I have come again with my cooking. Today is all about bitter leaf soup. For those of you that are Igbo, I'm sure by the ingredients you are seeing, you know that I am about to prepare bitter leaf soup. So let me just go by introducing the ingredients to you guys. This is my bitter leaf, thoroughly washed, boiled. Yes, I boiled it because of the bitterness. Okay, for the fact that it is called bitter leaf soup doesn't necessarily mean that the soup is going to be bitter. So after washing, I boiled for about 20 minutes and I sliced in pieces. And these are my cocoyam. This cocoyam will be serving as thickener. Never you use any other thickener for bitter leaf soup. Okay, salt for taste. I have my dry fish. This is the normal dry fish that I use, cat dry fish, but this is the last one I'm having, so I decided to add. This is actually fresh fish, but I fried it, okay, because you don't use fresh fish for bitter leaf soup. And here I have my crayfish. Here I have my shaki, abodi, stockfish, blended pepper, now cubes, ogili. This is ogili. This is made from castor seed, for those of you that don't know. And this is my red oil, and these are my goat meat. I prefer using goat meat for all my soups, almost all my soups. So among all these ingredients, if you notice, you see that I did not add any onions, because in Anambra state where I come from, I started eating bitter leaf soup without onions, and that's exactly how I'm going to do it. Okay, no onions in bitter leaf soup. So let's get into the kitchen and start our cooking. Let's start seasoning the meat by adding some salt. I'm not adding any water for now. At least I'm going to allow to boil for 10 minutes. I'll allow the goat meat to release its own juice before I can add any water. And then I'll add the nut cubes. And then I will cover for 10 minutes without adding any water. So after 10 minutes, I can as well go ahead and add the stockfish, because the stockfish is as hard as the goat meat as well. So they all have almost same cooking time. And then I'll add my pepper bit by bit. Pour in some hot water. The hot water is optional. I'm just pouring it because I want it to be faster. Enough water to cover almost the goat meat. Now I have to taste to see if the pepper is okay, if I need to add everything. I'm going to add all the peppers. Here in abroad, I don't know the type of pepper we see here. They are so huge, but it's not spicy at all. So I'm going in with all the peppers. So I'm going to allow the goat meat to cook for 20 minutes. But after 10 minutes of cooking the goat meat, I'll be back to add the shaki and the abodi, because these ones are not really hard, so it's not going to be taking 20 minutes to cook. So after 10 minutes of boiling the goat meat, I'll be back to add it. While the meat is boiling, I'll just go ahead and blend my cocoyam. I don't have a mortar. If you have a mortar at home, that's okay for you, but I'm going to blend the cocoyam. So as you can see, this is after 20 minutes of boiling the goat meat, and I just added the shaki and the abodi, and I will also be adding the crayfish. A lot of crayfish. and then adding my red oil. And the bitter leaf. The bitter leaf, I'm not going to be adding all, though I'm going to be seeing if there are plenty or not. The blended cocoyam is going to be the last thing I'm going to be adding here. Don't be surprised about how plenty this soup is going to be, okay? It also happens to be my daughter's birthday, and a few friends will be coming around, okay? So they are going to be eating out of this soup. Before somebody will be like, oh, this woman and plenty soup, plenty fish. I know what I'm doing. Can you guys imagine what they are selling for us? It costs €1.50 here, but just look how small it is inside. So I'll be adding the ogili as well. There is something about ogili in onugbu soup. It makes the soup smell so good and taste deliciously amazing. And here comes in my blended cocoyam. You see, looking at it, there is no difference between blended and the one pound inside mortar, okay? I measure with my eyes, okay? So I think I'm going to be adding all. I've learned to measure with my eyes all these years. So we are going to cover to cook until the cocoyam dissolves. Our bitter leaf soup is ready. You see, the amount of cocoyam I added is very okay, because this is the consistency of the soup. It doesn't have to be more watery than this, and it doesn't have to be thicker than this, okay? And this is a very special soup for those of us that are from Anambra state, because this soup is the only soup you can offer to your visitors during the traditional Igbo marriage in Anambra state. During the Ibankuwanya in Anambra state, which is traditional marriage, this is the only soup that you have to offer to your visitors, okay? Your in-laws. This is the soup. I remember during my own, this is the only soup we cook in our place, and every other place, this is the soup you can find there, okay? So the soup is ready, okay? Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.